Hi folks, it's Helen Rosenzweig here from Impressence Web Studios. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons to have a blog. Now, if you are wondering what is a blog or if blogs still exist and they're still relevant, I recorded a previous video talking about just that. So you may want to check that out first. You can go and I'll pop a link up there to check out that video. So you're here because you are thinking about having a blog or you're quite sure you don't want one, but you're just double checking that you really don't need one. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons to have a blog, because I also have a previous video which you may also want to check out about the truth about earning money from blogs, and that's a completely different topic, but you can also check that out here. Links are also in the show notes for any of these previous videos. So this is specifically, we're talking about 5 reasons to have a blog. All right. Number 1 is for your visibility online, because you want to get found on search results. So blogs add content to your website, and having a lot of good, relevant content on your website is really important for getting found on search engine results, because it gives Google more information to index basically and increases your rankings and getting up there with search results. It does mean though the content you write about needs to be relevant to your site, and you want to be found for the right reasons. So if you should be blogging about things that are relevant to your products or services. So that's number 1 for visibility online. Number 2 is because you have an existing audience and you want to keep them up to date with what's happening. So they may come to your website wanting to know what's happening next, what's coming up next. This can double in as your newsletter, and I will record another video about that actually. But yeah, that's another reason to have a blog. If you have an existing audience that go to your site wanting to find out what's happening next, where you're going to appear next, maybe what products are coming up next, anything that's got to do with your business or your platform. A third reason for having a blog is to build your authority. When people go to your website to check out your products or services, a blog can give them confidence that you know what you're talking about. So your articles, articles might be explaining certain things about your services, explaining why that you need the services. It could be showing how you've helped people in the past. That's technically a blog as well. Sort of case studies can double as a blog. So when you have relevant, good content on your site, then that shows people you know what you're talking about, and that builds your authority with them, and they get confidence with you, and they'll be more likely to engage with your content. So sign up to mailing lists, buy product or services, or follow you. So that is another reason to have a blog. A fourth reason to have a blog is that it's part of your sales funnel. So if you have an article that answers a question that people have, so that can bring people into your website. And then that is laying a foundation for a product that you have. So if people have arrived on your site, they've read this great blog that you've written answering a question that they have. And then if they want your product or services that are related to that question that you've just answered, then that gives you, that's like your landing page. The blog's your landing page. And then at the bottom, you've got a sign up or a purchase or a contact call to action. So it becomes part of your sales funnel. So it's not just a random post on your site and, just answering someone's question, but it actually leads them to the next step in the customer journey. And a fifth reason to have a blog is you are serving an existing audience or reaching a new audience. So you have an existing audience, they're expecting a certain kind of content. You need to keep engagement up for other reasons, whether you're having advertising on your site that's a income generation, whether it's got to do with a membership program or anything like that, but you've got an existing audience that you need to continue to serve, and or at the same time, you can be gaining a new audience. Writing content about certain things can reach certain demographics that you might be wanting to attract, and you could be using that to build an audience, build your platform. So that's a fifth reason to do that. I just want to make a point here that your blog posts may serve multiple reasons, multiple purposes. So your articles will help your search result visibility, but they'll also form part of your sales funnel, and they could also be building your authority. So, it doesn't have to be just one or the other, but a well written and strategic blog post can serve multiple purposes and helping you in your business or your platform. So I hope that's been helpful. That's 5 reasons to have a blog. I didn't mention a sixth, but a sixth is if you just want one. If you want one, you have the time to do it. Of course, go ahead and do it. But there's definitely, it's better if you have a strategy and purpose behind it, so you know why you're doing it, because it can take a lot of time. So that's it for this video. Do check out the next video in the series, because we'll be talking more about blogs.